right, 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. Did you see the news in USA Today had a story about a 100-year-old woman who skydived for her birthday and in Saratoga, I guess it was. And it's 100 years. Think about what she has seen change in this world in 100 years. If you think about what you've seen, you're 60, I'm just about 60. What we've seen in 60 years, the changes, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We work in radio. We've seen some changes in technology. We work in recording studios, so we've seen some changes. Can you imagine what a doctor has seen?
Oh, yeah.
The changes a doctor has seen must be amazing. I mean, you hear stories all the time about people going in for surgery, and they don't even have large openings, any large wounds, any scars like they used to have, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, there still are some cases like that. Dr. William Reed is one of those doctors who probably can tell us some amazing stories about what it once was like. He is one of the first successful heart surgeons in America. He's a two-time Lifetime Legacy Award recipient. He's the chair of the Department of Cardiovascular Diseases at the University of Kansas Medical Center. He happens to be a poet as well. It's kind of fitting, actually, for a guy who's saved lives. He's a community leader, and he's got a book called The Pulse of Hope. And one of the things it sounds like we're going to talk about is just simply staying calm in the face of whatever you're hearing about, whether it's AIDS or Ebola or any of the things you're hearing about. Dr. William Reed, it's an honor to be able to say good morning to you. Thank you for being on our show. Good morning.
Well, thank you, and good morning to you.
And where are you right now?
I'm at home and going to the hospital a little later this morning.
Doing surgery?
I'm home. No, I'm an administrative person. I'm chair of the department. I'm not operating these days.
Okay. But what city are you in?
Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. Okay, that makes sense. Well, thank you for being on our show. When you hear stories about, like Ebola, the latest one, do you just shake your head and say, why are they so upset about this? This is nothing? Or do you say, yeah, we need to be upset about this? Do we, in the media, make the mistake of blowing things out of proportion?
Well, based upon my experience in the operating room, panic and fear is really a total enemy. And I believe that there has been a lot of panic and fear around Ebola. And I believe that if we apply those things and principles that we know about contagious disease, then it'll be contained. And I believe that the initial furor around it has dissipated a good bit.
I'm going to try to. I'm not arguing with you because I know you know more than I ever will. But I'm trying to understand. I think I understand why we panicked, because you hear stories out of West Africa about thousands of people dying from this, so that we automatically say, well, that could happen here.
I grew up, I was a young medical student when we had the polio epidemic, and there were thousands of people dying from vulvar polio. Mm. And it was my good fortune to be a junior and senior medical student caring for people that were in the iron lung. And there was a lot of a similar kind of panic around the polio at that time. This was 1954.
Wow, the things you have seen.
1955, the Salk vaccine came out, and polio was gone, basically gone if you received the vaccine.
Yeah, the information about you is very impressive. But the one thing I wanted to kind of bring out just for a second is the word philosopher. I'm guessing that your philosophy is, what's a good word? But it's in part created or molded by your experiences as a doctor.
Yes, it is. I look upon my my work as a physician and a surgeon as being a great privilege. And I discovered a long time ago in doing heart surgery, you don't do that alone. You don't do the operations alone. You do it with a team of people. So one of your skills has to appreciate the role of everyone involved.
We were told that you believe in servant leadership.
Right. Servant leadership is the way that you have to get it done, whether it's cardiac surgery or in other types of life efforts. It's putting a real value on the people that you work with. And it's not about me, it's about what we are going to do together.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
That's always worked.
Yeah, teamwork. The one thing I want to ask you, when you speak to a lung surgeon and he will tell you that he can physically see the effects of smoking, does a heart surgeon physically see the effects of poor eating? I mean, can you tell just by looking at somebody's heart or arteries if they are a healthy eater or if they've just been going hog wild on hog wild? I'm glad I got you to laugh, by the way. That was my goal. Just if I get him to laugh just once.
Eat anything you want, I guess. No, it's not like that. I believe that healthy lifestyle is very important. Exercise is very important. And you can't really tell just by looking at the heart, usually.
Okay.
But you look at the heart through arteriograms and other ways of visualizing the heart.
Oh, I see.
That's where you see the real damages that come about.
Some of the surgeries that you did early in your career, how are they different from that same procedure that's done today?
Well, many of the procedures that were done that are being done today were not possible when I started my career as a heart surgeon. And many of the innovations, intensive care units, the prosthetic devices that we can use, none of that was available in the 50s. And so I saw it when it was kind of a trial and error, people risking their professional lives and undergoing the emotional trauma of taking patients to the operating room when it was the last effort for the last possible outcome for the patient. Excuse me.
You have a huge passion for horses, and they seem to be intertwined within your practice.
Yes, I believe that Winston Churchill said that the outside of a horse is good for the inside of a man.
Huh.
And I had my own heart surgery in 1984. I began to think that I needed to have something that would be relaxing for me and for my family and something we could enjoy. And the animals have a way of helping you relax and to watch the beautiful movement of a real athlete. There's something that's magical about what they do for you, and that's been our experience.
No, I love that. So I know we don't have a whole lot of time, but tell me about the book, The Pulse of Hope. What is in the book?
The book deals with a number of different things about life experience, and the basic theme is if you approach life with a philosophical and introspective look at it, then you're always going to have ups and downs in your life experience. And it's looking forward and with some degree of optimism, no matter what your circumstances might be, and looking at your life work as a privilege and an opportunity. So it's trying to bring an optimistic viewpoint to people that are going through their life experience.
Every once in a while we'll have somebody who tells us the book that changed my life was, and then fill in the blank with the title. I think your book, based on what we know about it, will be one of those books, regardless of whether the reader is 20 or 80. I think that the philosophy, if the reader grasps what you're saying, could literally change their life. I'm
hopeful that would be the case, yes.
You do a lot of charitable work and philanthropic work. It must be very rewarding to help someone that otherwise might not have been helped.
I believe that comes from our philosophy of the only thing you really keep is what you give away, and in this life. And so by giving to other people the many different wonderful experiences that we've had and some of the financial aspects of that, sharing is what makes it grow. And that's a philosophy that all of our family follows.
I'm a latecomer to the Mr. Rogers fan club, but I think you and he would agree. Dr. William Reed, thank you for being on the air. The book is called The Pulse of Hope. How do we get the book? Do you have a website?
We have a website, www.pulseofhope.com.
Okay, excellent. And is it on Amazon?
It's on Amazon, yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for what you've done and for sharing some of your amazing life with us this morning, Doctor. Thank you. All right,
thank you so much.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. An agreement by both nations to cut greenhouse gas emissions announced by President Obama and China's President Xi Jinping.
The United States has set a new goal of reducing our net greenhouse gas emissions by 26 to 28% below 2005 levels by the year 2025.
China's pledge not so specific, just a goal of having carbon emissions peak by the year 2030. The president's held a news conference in Beijing, China. In about 3 hours, if all goes well, a European Space Agency robot lands on a comet. Fox News Radio's Bill Vitka.
Comets are balls of ancient ice, dust, and other materials that have survived virtually intact from the earliest days of the solar system.
Comets could have delivered the Earth's ocean, so water, and ultimately us, because we're made of water.
Project scientist Matt Taylor.
Trip took 10 years. The comet's more than 300 million miles from Earth. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from foxnews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Howdy, folks. RL here to tell you about Dairy Queen's new $5 lunches. 4 models to choose from. We now have a bacon burger with extra bacon, a chili dog, and our famous chicken strips, including chicken wraps, grilled or crispy fried. All include a fry, a 21-ounce drink, and a sundae. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Your weekends are getting a little retool.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out. New shows? Check. Some new talent? Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekend
weekends are on fire. Because that's how exotic it is.
We are The Source. WOCA. News, talk, sports, and more.